Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Dark Knight Reviews, and we start a brand new week with brand new figures. Yes, we have the Studio Series 70 from the Bumblebee movie, B-127, aka Bumblebee. And we have a Studio Series number 71 from Dark of the Moon, Autobot Dino, aka Mirage. So I found these figures at Target store, and they just got released at the US store, so basically you'll be able to find them. Now I went to 3 different Targets and I was able to find that one, so that's a pretty good odd number. So out of 3 stores you could probably find out one. So there you go. Now I hope you all had a nice weekend. Yeah, by the way, how's your weekend? It was pretty good. Mine, it was pretty good. Actually, we had a nice little Easter egg hunt with the family. We did some barbecue, and we drank pretty cool IPA beer and other type of beers. So the weather was pretty nice over here in California, and I think that kind of makes me feel good. So I was able to find this one. So you always gotta be positive. Anyway, now without further ado, let's do a review of. Let's start with Bumblebee. Yeah, Series 70. Everybody wants to do Bumblebee. So let's start with Bumblebee. Why not? So without further ado, let's roll out B-127. So here we are with B-127, aka Bumblebee, and already have it out of the package and with the background that comes with it. But let's look at the box really quick that comes with it. Really nice design in there of CG. I like the eyes, how they pop blue. I wish they wouldn't done that with the figure itself, but we're gonna go over that in a minute with that detail. So as you can see over here, pretty nice face in there of Bumblebee with his battle mask, and we have him over here. It takes 20 steps to transform. Very looking nice Cybertron vehicle. Nice really looking backdrop that he has in there. And this is big screen inspired, scale, detail, backdrop, blah blah blah. And it's from the Transformers Bumblebee movie B-127. Cool. Alright, nice box from the Studio Series. Now let's look at the figure itself, and you can see the background, but if you already have Clip Jumper, it's the same background. So let's go over it with the figure itself. Now, looking over here, Bumblebee, if the camera wants to focus very well, you can, yellow kind of goes against the background. I don't know. Anyway, so really nice figure. I really like it. I was really looking forward for this one. It's cool. You know, I like the color. It's pretty nice. Let's look at over here with detail. As you can see over here, that's the chest area, front area. So it's really nice. Now let's look at the head sculpt, which I like it. You know, it looks like a bee right there. Nice looking bee. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like this figure. They did a lot better job on the painting compared to what they did with Cliff Jumper. Now, I have Cliff Jumper with me too, and we'll go over in a detail comparison with him. But, well, let's go over it right now. Might as well, right? So with Cliff Jumper here, we have Cliff Jumper over here, and basically it's a nice paint for Cliff Jumper as far as red, but you can see the difference in there, what the detail that they did with Bumblebee compared to Cliff Jumpers. Like over here, these are all red over here. That's the first thing you kind of notice in there. Now I don't know if the backdrop is bugging the image. There you go, the backdrop is. That looks a lot better. Sorry about that. Trying to figure it out over here. The camera doesn't really want to focus well. Anyway, so yeah, right here the color just red, just basically just plastic red. But over here they actually painted. They actually did paint a little gunmetal color in there, and they actually painted yellow. So that's kind of nice. This one over here is just black plastic pretty much. But with Bumblebee, they actually painted with a little nice gunmetal color. You can see some of the parts are plastic. You know, the plastic is the color in there, but some of the ones are really painted, which is kind of nice. And for whatever, well, I mean, originally, this is basically, this mold, it was made for Bumblebee. So it's kind of obvious that it looks much better, Bumblebee, the Cliff Jumper. But I personally like them both. Some people don't like Cliff Jumper for whatever reason. I honestly like both. To me, I'm not really that picky, but I think both look great. But obviously, Bumblebee is the one that always takes the winner prize. Sorry, Cliff Jumper, you always end up in second with Bumblebee. I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, so let's put out the figure over here now. It's really nice. I like it. I like all the details that they did with it. The paint, everything is really nice. Now, the backpack, it's okay. I mean, most of these figures, they always end up having a backpack, especially with the transformation that they have. So, but if you don't like the backpack, unfortunately, there's not really nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's just part of it, and it's part of the transformation. Now, as far as the legs is still the same problem as Cliff Jumper. As you can see over here, they don't really attach very well, and if you try to attach them, it keeps pushing out. So, and then this thing moves all the time. So that's the only downfall that I see on this figure. Overall, that's just the legs. When you have it on the boat mode or on the robot mode, it's just the legs. That this part over here doesn't really attach. But if you're not really, now when you move it around too, you can see it just kind of goes all over the place. So you have to constantly be kind of putting them back together when you move them around. So that's the only downside of it. But it's a $20 figure that looks class. So you can kind of be like, well, it looks pretty good, honestly. I mean, it looks good. I like Bumblebee. It looks nice though. I really like it. And yeah, like I say, it's not a major thing for me. As far as this over here, I can just post it in there and then just kind of adjust the legs a little bit, but that's about it. Now, as far as articulation goes, the same thing as Cliff Jumper. He has pretty good articulation. Head can be moved around all the way around. He can look up because of the transformation. Kind of looks like a bee right there. So there you go. Now he has a nice elbow movement, 90 degrees in there. Pretty nice. You can bend it all the way in the back too, so that's kind of cool. As far as the wrist goes, no movement on the wrist, but that's fine. The hands, they're okay. They're not really that detailed compared to some other figures, but they're okay. They do the purpose that is just to hold a hand. I mean, just to hold a not to hold a hand, just to hold a gun. So there you go. Same thing on the other side. Pretty good. You can move it all around. As far as the legs, you can do splits. You can see nice splits from Bumblebee. You can move it all around. So it's cool. The knees, they can actually bend. But like I said before, this area over here kind of goes all over the place. I've seen some figures that actually this pops out. Some of the Cliff Jumper pops out, but at least with this one over here, it doesn't really pop. So that's kind of nice. Over here, the feet, they can move around. That's nice. You have pretty good movement all the way around because it's in a joint ball. So you can just kind of move it all around. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, and as far as the detail, like I mentioned before, a really nice paint job that they did on this one. They did a lot more detail compared to Cliff Jumper, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's not much about the figure. I mean, if you already seen Cliff Jumper, you have an idea what Bumblebee was gonna be anyway. But I still like it. Since I haven't done a review of Cliff Jumper, then I might as well do a better one with this one over here, with the transformation and everything. So yeah, so there you go. So you can actually post it different positions. There you go. You can post it in there. Let's see. Come on, stand up. Bumblebee. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just the backpack. You have to position it in a way that it's kind of leaning forward so the backpack doesn't affect. If you want to post it, or if you want to stand it, make it stand up straight. It kind of help, but yeah, that happens. So you kind of want to have it angle it out in a way that it doesn't affect the backpack doesn't affect the standing. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool. Now let's compare to other figures. Stand there. And here we have, for comparison, some of the figures that from the Bumblebee movie. We have Cliff Jumper right here, and then we have Bumblebee Off-Road and Bumblebee. Now I got this one, the retro 80s that comes with the cassettes, because I was not able to get the regular one. I was already too late for getting it, so this one was the only one available. So I got that one, and then of course we had Shatter, and then we had Dropkick, which is the worst figure that I ever got in what it comes to Studio Series. And people complain about Cliff Jumper. That this actually, this is worse. Not Bumblebee, but this one over here in the back. Yeah, that's the worst one. Anyway, Blitzwing over here, and yeah. So as you can see, this one over here is supposed to be a retool from this one over here. So this one is the original mold, and then this two they got retooled from this one over here. But for whatever reason, I'll look at this one and it's still taller than this one. I don't know why. As you can see over here, for comparison, it's a little bit taller, not much, but still, you can see that that's kind of it's the same transformation and everything, just a retool, different vehicle. So there you go. Even if I stand up, try to stand up, this one is straight. Uh-oh, cliff jumper, you falling down, boy. Even if I still try to make this one stand straight, it's still, this one is taller than this one. So that one is that. And then obviously cliff jumper, which is the same mold, just different paint and different head sculpt. Now with this one over here, what I mentioned before, I wish they would have the eyes or the glass or the visors to be painted like this, light blue. I think that would have looked so awesome if they would make him instead of just a gunmetal color, you know, blue as he shows in the movie. Yeah, that would make a big change. Fortunately, I don't think I can swap the heads, and this yellow doesn't really match with this one. If I were to have the original Studio Series with the yellow color, yeah, it probably will look a lot nicer with the blue one in it. So, well, that's just a little detail that I wish they would have done, but you know, you can never have everything in life. There you go. Now, with compared to the another deluxe class, which is Shatter, you can see in there comparison in height. Obviously, Shatter is much bigger boat. And then this one, I don't know what is this, but it's supposed to be dropkick. But well, you know, like I say, you can't have everything in life. And now, comparison with his buddy. He will say hi, but for whatever reason, he can't really talk. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, with Blitzwing. So you can see in there, big difference between little tiny boat compared to Blitzwing, which is, it's not really that big. I mean, it's a budget class, not even a leader class, but the loose class, really tiny Bumblebee. But usually that's how it is. Anyway, so there's a comparison in there. You guys can see it. You compare. Really nice. I mean, having all these figures is kind of nice. It looks really good. It looks like the most of them are coming together. All I need to get is basically, I need to get Starscream, like I said before. That's the one I'm missing out. And of course, Optimus Prime. But Optimus Prime right now is kind of out of my way because the price is just too much on the price for Optimus Prime right now from the Bumblebee movie. So I don't know. I might end up getting the Masterpiece that is supposed to come out. I might end up getting that one, but it's not going to scale well with this figure. So I might end up getting a Bumblebee, maybe a loose figure if I can find a good deal out of it. But, you know, we'll see. If I get it, I'll make a review of it. Okay, so all right, let's go with transformation of B-127. All right, let's start with transformation of B-127. Now, if you already know how to transform Cliff Jumper, this is basically the same thing. So you can just skip this part and just kind of go through the comparison between the two molds. So there you go. Something before I forgot to mention about the accessories that comes with it, which is basically just a handgun that comes with it, with the cannon. Is just a gunmetal color with silver on it, compared to the Cliff Jumper one, which was just black and silver colors. You can see no major thing, the same thing as the other one, just different color. That's all it is. So we're gonna put that on the side, and we're gonna start with the transformation very quick. Right over here. So we're gonna move the chest area. We're gonna pull it to the front. Let's see, I think I put it too much this trunk, but you can see it kind of folds in there. There you go. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna flip this part over here. Now we're gonna close this over here like this, right there. That's gonna close in there, and we're gonna prepare the head. Just kind of put it straight up like this. We're gonna pull this out from the back, right there. Those tabs in there, and then we're gonna move the arms right here. We're gonna put them over here to the front, right here. Once we do that, we're gonna end up like this, and then you can move the head all the way to the back, and the head is gonna kind of hide in the back. There we go, and you can kind of see start getting in the way. So the arms, you're gonna put them that like this, and you're gonna make sure that this little tab over here, it taps in there, as you can see in there. There you go. And we're gonna do that in here with this one. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the other arm. So the transformation is very easy. Like I said before, it's just a cliff jumper, the same thing, nothing changed in that part. There you go. So now that we have worked on the upper area, we're gonna work in the lower area, and we're gonna kind of move this over here to the back. You can kind of just put it like this, and this we just kind of go in here and align in here. So you can do that at the beginning right there. Now this thing moves a lot because I just transform it several times, and it's kind of loose already. There you go. So that's that in there. Now the other side, the same thing. We're gonna move this tab over here. This one over here comes in the back, and this gets pulled out, and we're just gonna adjust it in there. There you go. And this thing moves again. There we go. There you go. So we go with that. Now we're gonna move this thing over here, pull it out the wheel, and this just gonna come down here like that. The same thing again here, just like that. Very easy, not complicated at all. And now we're gonna work on the feet area. Gonna put it over here, close these tabs over here. We can just join it together in here, right there, and then we're just gonna flip this over here, and we're gonna just adjust it in there, right there. Now if you figure it tends to move a lot, you just kind of go and adjust it as you go. There you go. So now we have that in there, and we're just gonna flip the top like this, just like that, and we're just gonna kind of push it down, and this should be tapping there. Now this little taps over here, yeah, you just got to be careful. You don't want to break them, so you kind of open it up a little bit, and then you just push it down. There we go. And then now this part over here, a lot of people are kind of afraid to break those little clear plastics, and you kind of see a little bit of the stress already. I mean, this is my third time I probably transformed this thing, so it's a little start stressing out a little bit. But if you really want to adjust it very well, you kind of have to do it. You kind of have to push it down if you really want to. So as it should, then you kind of have to do it. There's no other way to go around that. And there you go. Now I'm just gonna adjust it, and there you go. All right, cool. So here we have B-127 in his Cybertronian mode vehicle, which looks really nice. You can see in there all the details that it has, really looking good. I like it. I really like it. I really like his mode. His L mode is pretty good. Now it just come off a little bit in there, but that's about it. Yeah, it rolls very well. Rolls really nice, actually. You know, not bad at all. So it's pretty cool. I like all the details that they did. The color looks really nice on it. And for comparison with Cliff Jumper, you know, Cliff Jumper is over here. They're basically just the same. The only difference is just the colors. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that changed in it. They're both the same. So there's not much to it. Really nice detail on this one. The color, even though the color is This one over here, if you can see, is a different type of shade of yellow because this is plastic and this is over here painted. But still, it's not really that noticeable. It's the same thing as Cliff Jumper. Obviously, with Cliff Jumper, the red, it kind of blends in better compared to the yellow one. But yeah, it's not really that noticeable. To me, at least, it's not really that noticeable. And they both look pretty good. Now, compared to the off-road Bumblebee, you can see in there, it's kind of the same thing. Over here, it's kind of painted, and over here is plastic, yellow plastic, so you can kind of see. So, I mean, it happens in most of the figures. You get a little off tone in there, but other than that, it looks pretty good. I like it. I really like this mode. It looks very futuristic. It's really nice. I mean, I like the three modes, honestly. They're pretty good. They look pretty nice. And yeah, they do make a nice combination between yellow and red. They look good to both of them. So that's nice. Cool. All right, let's wrap up this review and final thought. All right, and with this, we finish up the video review of Bumblebee B-127. Now, this figure is already out in the US retail stores in Target mostly. You can find it at Target. Walmart, I'm not sure when they're gonna get it. They probably get it at the same time, I don't know. But I found it at Target and I checked Walmart as well. And Target is the one that has it before them. So there you go. You can check Target or Walmart. Or if you don't have either one, I guess Toys R Us maybe. Not sure where you guys get your figures outside the US. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, no, it's a nice figure. Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, the major difference with Cliff Jumper is just the coloration, just different tone of color. Obviously, Bumblebee is yellow, Cliff Jumper is red. The head sculpt is different too, but that's about it. As far as transformation and everything is just the same. The only downside of this figure is just the legs. As you can see, it's just kind of all over the place, but it still looks good. It doesn't really, if you don't pay attention to that part, I mean, it's still a pretty good figure to have fun with it. Now, what else about this figure? Yeah, nothing. I really like it. I personally like it. That's my personal opinion. But at the end, you're the one who decides to as well. I mean, everybody has their own opinion about these figures. And if you're already planning to get it, it doesn't matter what other people are going to say. This is going to be the figure that you wanted. You'll get it and you will have fun with it. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like the video. And just don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate all your likes and all your comments as well. So take care and we'll see you on the next review, which is going to be Dino.